Hi, and welcome back to Things That Make Us Go, And today I'm going to talk about shifting paradigms. So, our mind is a navigation tool, so it helps us navigate our way through life. And the way that our mind works is perfectly explained depending on the territory that we think that we're navigating. So, the premise that we come from dictates the way we think. Now, in terms of paradigms, there's lots of examples of old paradigms shifting into new paradigms. We used to think the world was flat, now we believe it's round. We used to think that the infant mortality rate and fevers and lots of other illnesses were caused by bad air and pollution. And then germ theory came along and shifted that paradigm, and that's shifting again in current times. So, when a paradigm shifts, so does all the thinking that goes along with it. And a famous scientist, David Bohm, used to say that if our thinking is fictional, then it's going to mislead us. So the question then becomes, well, how do we know if we're operating from a false premise or a false paradigm or a false logic? Well, first of all, it's usually full of anomalies, so things don't quite add up. You'll also get a sense that it feels off. And you might find that if you're working from a false premise, when you go to solve a problem or fix something, that you actually end up making it worse rather than better. So the key here is to be curious about our paradigms and where we come from, rather than just accepting it. And the reason is that every single one of us has the ability to have insights built into our mental health system. And when we have insights, they have the power to collapse paradigms and to collapse all the trains of thought that go along with them. So they're really, really helpful. And the reason I'm saying this is because today's mental health paradigm is full of anomalies. It doesn't seem to be working very well or helping people very well. And in fact, the numbers of people suffering just seem to be ever growing. And I believe that a big part of this is down to the confusion about where the source of our well-being is in the first place. So, I'm here to remind us that our well-being lives inside in our mind. It's an inside job, but we seem to think that it's dependent on outside forces, and it's not. So the opportunity today, folks, is to go and get curious and go and explore for yourself if the paradigms that you're operating from in terms of your own mental health are dependent on outside forces, or if you're looking within to your own well-being, because it's always inside. Even if it's covered up with all sorts of muddy thinking, it's still there. So that's it for today, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, take care and stay well.